It has been a whirlwind.
Yes, it has.
A lot of moving parts. We did want to come on today and let everyone know that, it's a very sad, heartbreaking time for our family right now. But we still hold steadfast in our faith. I know all of you guys are wanting to know every detail that is going on in our lives, and I have to ask that you respect that we're not allowed to talk about it at the present time. There will come a time to where all of it is discussed. And, I think that we'll let everyone decide what their opinions are.
Todd Chrisley and his wife Julie Chrisley might have to hold off on learning their prison sentences for a little while longer. After asserting that an IRS revenue officer had misled her in testimony, reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley were given a deferral of sentencing in their tax fraud case. After years of being dubbed the sassiest Southern parents to ever appear on reality television, Todd and Julie Chrisley are now recognized for something a little more gloomy. The most popular current original series on USA Network, Chrisley Knows Best, has Todd and Julie as two of the most well-known actors. But for now, things are difficult for the couple. A federal jury in Atlanta's downtown found them guilty of numerous charges of bank fraud and tax evasion. Why exactly was their sentencing delayed? Want to find out? Then make sure to watch the video till the end. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. That being said, let's start with our video. The Chrisley Knows Best cast members were found accountable for conspiring to steal money from banks, cheat the US government, and commit tax fraud in June. Fraud by wire was another charge against Julie. According to a new court document that people received, the sentencing, which was initially set for October 6th, has been postponed until November 21st. Peter Tarantino, the duo's former accountant, was also named as a defendant in the paper, which stated, "The government does not oppose this request. The court grants this motion for the reasons that have been made clear." According to the paperwork, which was delivered to the Atlanta Division of the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia, the couple jointly moved for a new trial through their counsel. The motions claim that the government presented and refused to refute misleading testimony by IRS Revenue Officer Betty Carter, who lied for years regarding the Chrisleys' tax debt when she knew no taxes were owed. The motion continues, "This testimony had the effect of erroneously portraying the Chrisleys as dishonest, likely to engage in various types of fraud, and dodging the tax payments claimed in the incident." Additionally, it claims that the Fourth Amendment rights of the Chrisleys were infringed. Citizens are shielded from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government under the Fourth Amendment. The letter also asserts that Julie participated in any of the expressly alleged bank scams, but there was no proof of this. On June 7th, Todd and Julie were found guilty of all charges in federal court of Georgia. The two could potentially spend up to 30 years behind bars. Insiders claim that Tarantino was also found responsible for filing knowingly fraudulent tax returns and conspiring to defraud the U.S. Julie fabricated financial records and spoke lies to real estate brokers in order to acquire their opulent Los Angeles rental home in 2014, the same year Chrisley Knows Best debuted. Todd also filed for bankruptcy at this time, and the owners sued the Chrisleys for eviction after they didn't pay their rent on time. According to a statement from the Department of Justice for the Northern District of Georgia, Todd Chrisley owes more than $500,000 in back taxes, but the Chrisleys spent their years avoiding it by making millions of dollars from their family-focused reality show. Prosecutors claim that between 2013 and 2016, the pair failed to submit or pay their taxes. Todd and Julie were accused of lying to banks in order to obtain a loan of over $30 million, which they allegedly burned on their opulent lifestyle while also hiding money from the IRS. According to Assistant U.S. Attorney Annalise Peters during their 3-week trial. Peters reportedly told the jurors they composed documents and they lied through their teeth to obtain whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted it. Bruce H. Morris, the attorney for Todd, claimed that Mark Braddock, a former worker of the couple, impersonated Todd and carried out the fraud behind the couple's back after he was sacked in 2012. Even after that, the relationship with Braddock was severed and the duo maintained their act, according to Peters, who called him a fraudster. In 2019, Todd claimed he presented a number of his fabricated documents to the U.S. Attorney's Office and claimed that we had engaged in a variety of financial crimes, including tax evasion and bank fraud. They were very interested, but once we had an opportunity to explain who he was and what he had done to us, they realized it was all a bunch of nonsense and sent him on his way. He successfully persuaded a new team of detectives in the U.S. Attorney's Office to file charges against us and revive the case, while also granting him immunity from prosecution for his own crimes. According to the publication, Tarantino's lawyers said that his client was in over his head and unsuitable to manage the Chrisleys' finances because he had failed the CPA exam numerous times over 20 years. Tarantino is not a criminal, no matter how unqualified he is, according to his lawyers. Like the video so far? Then go like, share, and subscribe now. On their joint podcast, Todd has previously discussed the employee who is said to have mistreated them in the fraud and tax evasion suit. "We had a worker for us who was responsible for many of the incidents that occurred, and you may be wondering how he got away with it. How is this happening?" stated Todd. "I knew what this man did, and therefore I prayed to God to erase the hatred from my heart. Even though I am oblivious of what is going on in his life, God is still in charge. I just ask you, Lord, to send anything the enemy is sending my way back to them if they are coming at me. But it will happen in God's time," Julie later remarked. "People will get what's coming to them. On our schedule, it is not. We want to hasten that process along because we are in such excruciating pain, and all we want is to experience even a little bit of love from someone else because we feel like we are hemorrhaging." She continued, "I know that during the seasons of your life, you feel like you're hemorrhaging to death and you can't even spot a scratch on the other person that you feel has lied to you, that has done wrong by you, or that has cheated you, and that's what makes it so difficult." The pair acknowledged on their podcast in July that the circumstance had been difficult on their family, but they were adamant about continuing. "We remain one as a family and steadfast in our beliefs and positions. We remain steadfast in our religion," said Todd. "Listen up. Are we unsatisfied? Are we injured? Yes, but we are aware that everything has a purpose in God's plan." The Chrisley family has increased their impact in pop culture despite their accusations. Chrisley Knows Best received a 10th season renewal in May of this year. Growing Up Chrisley, a spin-off series that stars the couple's older children, has been given a 4th season by E! As well. It has also been approved to launch Love Limo, a brand new dating series that Todd will host and executive produce. The couple has had legal issues in the past, and Georgia state tax evasion charges against Todd and Julie were dropped in October of 2019. Todd said at the time, "Julie and I believed all along that we had done nothing illegal and that when the facts all came out, we would be fine," in a statement to E! News, while their federal allegations for tax evasion lingered. An appeal is anticipated, according to a statement sent to CNN by one of the Chrisleys' attorneys who expressed unhappiness with the judgment. Savannah Chrisley, a daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, recently ended her own silence over their legal troubles. She bemoaned how the legal system had failed her parents and how the guilty decision had even led her to doubt her religious beliefs. "The fight isn't finished," she continued, adding that she is now more optimistic than ever. The verdict also seriously saddened Todd Chrisley's daughter from a previous marriage, Lindsay, who also spoke out following the trial. The once distant relative, who notably appeared on Dr. Phil to accuse Todd of blackmail, even took to the witness stand to defend her father, but it rapidly went south after her statement, according to reports, enraged the jurors. It's interesting that the head of the reality TV family and the matriarch intimated that they may not continue their Chrisley Confessions podcast for very long. And given that Todd and Julie Chrisley recently disclosed that their children, Savannah and Chase, will take over the podcast at an undefined point in the future, it very well could be the case. The two elder children will undoubtedly provide updates on their life at that time. It appears that the couple is already making plans for life without them. Who knows though, the earlier discussed appeal could still result in a change in their fates. That ends today's video. Please leave a comment below to let us know what you think will happen next with the Chrisleys. Like and share this video to stay up to date on their progress, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for more new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next video.